Hi, I'm Fred Sokolow, and I'm going to give you a little ukulele soloing idea that's kind of a sample of what's in a recently released video called How to Solo on Ukulele. This is kind of a blues-related thing. You know, a lot of guitar players who play the blues just live in the key of E. E turns out to be a great soloing key for blues on guitar, and people like Lightnin' Hopkins, Jimmy Reed, Muddy Waters for most of his life, and a whole bunch of other players that I could mention always played in the key of E, and if it wasn't the right key for their voice, they'd use a capo. Well, that translates, and then do their E stuff. So that translates on the ukulele to the key of A. And if you play the A on the uke, you see right away one blues lick that's obvious is this third string. You know, when you open up the third string, your A becomes an A minor, and when you close it, it's an A major. And as you may know, the blues, in the blues, you're often not exactly in a major key or a minor key. You're kind of sitting on the fence. You're in a major key, but you're using a lot of minor key notes. So you're using blue notes, and that's a blue note right there, the flatted third. So just this hammer on is a blues lick. Now, when you're playing this A chord, you can get this, bend this first string at the third fret. That's another blues lick, especially if you make this face like that. Second string here at the third fret is a blue note, and so there's another blue note. But besides these individual notes, you've got licks, like if you played your G7 and slide it up 2 frets, it's an A7, like that. And you can leave the first string open when you do that, and you get this sound. And these are iconic blues licks. You probably recognize them. You've probably heard them. You can take that G7th up 2 frets, where it's an A7th, and do it as a turnaround, and then come back to the A, and then an E7. So you got your classic turnaround. Or you can separate the notes. Now when you play your D7, which is your 4 chord in a 3-chord blues, if you move it up 2 frets, that's another interesting way to do the E7. And you can slide up to it. So those are a bunch of ideas, and there's lots more, but those are a bunch of really iconic blues ideas. Oh, one last one, the Hoochie Coochie Man lick, as in Muddy Waters' Hoochie Coochie Man song, where you get, and you've heard this in a lot of blues tunes, where you go. So I'm playing sort of a barring across here, makes kind of a fake D chord, and then open, and then back to the A. So here's a tune that I'm going to try to throw everything into that I can into a tune called Reconsider Baby, and just do 1 or 2 verses of it. Use every lick that I showed you and maybe a few other ones that I didn't, like this. Let's see. So long, you know I hate to see you go. So long, you know I hate to see you go. And the way I'll miss you, darling, I declare you'll never know. You said you once did love me, but now you've gone and changed your mind. You said you once did love me, but now you've gone and changed your mind. Why don't you reconsider, baby? Give yourself a little more time. That's just a little sample of blues. There's all kinds of other soloing ideas in that video, and some of them relate to all different genres of music. But this is just a really classic blues sound kind of thing.